Howdy folks, I want to cover topwaters and the age-old question, does the top of the lure color matter? Well, yes and no. For example, if you're fishing in very, very clear water like we experienced down here in the lower Laguna Madre, something very, very clear and translucent, such as the glass minnow from Mansfield Knockers. This isn't going to spook the fish very much. It's going to have a silhouette in the water for clear conditions. This is something I would throw. Now, let's move on to the color combinations, such as this one right here. This is a 3-color lure, right? You have chartreuse on the belly, you have a holographic side, silver side, and a pink back. And when people ask about the top of the lure, does it matter? Can the fish see it? They're looking up. Well, I started thinking about it. And so I started paying attention to what the lure looks like in the water when I'm working it. This one, for example, when I'm working this lure, I was noticing I am seeing chartreuse and silver and also the pink. So if I'm seeing chartreuse from the angle that I'm at when I'm fishing, that tells me that the fish are able to see pink on the bottom. So I was watching the lure walking the dog, and as this lure walks the dog, it's pivoting just like this, pivoting like this. So it's clear to me that the top of the lure does matter, and it does pivot when it works through the water. So the fish, if they are looking from the bottom, which obviously they are, they're underwater, they're able to see the silver and they're able to see the pink. So that answers that question, and I think it's very unique and very cool that I hear about it on social media. I hear about it at the dock. Does the top of the lure color matter? So I started paying attention, and sure enough, it does. Here's another one. The blue, the silver, and then the high-vis orange on the bottom. This lure is taking a beating. Actually, this is the lure that I caught that 11-pounder on. I talked about it in the magazine. So this is another cool color, Laguna Sunrise. So yes, it does matter. When you're working this lure, it pivots through the water. And if I'm able to see the orange when I'm working it from the top, fish are able to see the top of the lure working from when they look up at the lure. So pay attention to when you're working your topwaters. I'm not sure how other topwaters work through the water column, but I know that in the Mansfield Knockers, they do pivot, and you're able to capitalize on every color that the lure has to offer. So keep that in mind. I hope this tip helps, and I hope it answers some questions that are floating around out there. Thanks.